a couple times during the first half, Burge mentioned that he had gotten sideways and kind of got off track in the way he was handling the first half, especially at the end. And he pointed to you and Barry as the people that got him back on track. And pointing out that maybe he wasn't exactly handling everything the correct way. How did you guys go about that?
You know, I think we're really lucky, Kevin, that and you see us a lot, and John and Everett see us a lot. I mean, first and foremost, before we're coworkers, we're friends. And one of the things that Chris said when Barry and I came on board was, you know, I want you guys to be able to say what you feel and tell me if you don't agree. He didn't bring us here to say, yes, 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 you know, you're always right. And it wasn't a situation where it was disagreement amongst us. We were all feeling the same way in regards to the results and how we were playing and all that kind of stuff. And you know, Chris is really competitive, and we all want this program to get back to the point where everybody's excited and we can go play anybody, any place, anytime, and have success. And we just felt like, you know, we needed to kind of maybe step back and look, you know, even though the results don't show, we felt like we were moving forward. And most people who aren't here on a daily basis or don't see us play every weekend can't see the moving forward, because they open up the paper, or they look online and they see the score, so, well, we lost again. They don't necessarily see that as moving forward. And one of the things, just based on how Barry and I do our job, is that we don't always travel on the road. One of us will go with the team, one of us will go recruiting. So when maybe you might not see us play for 2 weeks in a row. And so then you come back and you see us play and you say, geez, we're getting better. And coach is there all the time and grinding on every game and you know, internalizing everything. And we just kind of pointed out that, hey, we are getting better. The plan's working. We're really young. We're due to get some breaks here. And again, I think it goes back to this, the level of respect we each have for each other and the amount of communication. You know, we spend a lot of time at the rink together, but we spend a lot of time away from the rink together, and just talking about what we're doing and trying to move this forward. And we all believe in the plan and believe in each other and believe in the players in the room too. And when you're the head guy and everything's pointed at you, sometimes you forget that, because everyone knows how bad we want to see this thing continue to get better.
Is it just a matter of him maybe focusing too much on results and not on the process?
You know, Coach talks about the process a lot. That could be it. I think, you know, we had some times this year, especially in the first half, where we didn't play. You know, I think we were talking yesterday about it. You know, the low point, and this is coming from Coach's wife. You know, we talk to each other's wives. We spent a lot of time together. You know, that Michigan State series, when we just went up there and we didn't play well at all. You know, and you know, so you get a long bus ride and you get all Sunday to think about it. And at that time, you're in the middle of recruiting, and you're having recruiting battles for kids and other programs and all those kinds of things. There's a lot of factors in regards to how you're feeling on a Monday. And I think, you know, Coach has always been great about the process. You know, if anything, he probably focuses on the process more than anyone. But I think the Sundays are the days where you start to question, am I doing the right thing? And that's the one thing that we always try to do is talk about, what do we need to change? You know, we have confidence in Coach's plan, or we wouldn't have come on board and moved our families. But he also has confidence in Barry and I, and in the recruiting piece, and then in the systems piece. What do we need to do? What do we, you know, whether it's an in-game adjustment, a practice adjustment, we try to really, he really allows us to have a voice in what we're trying to do, which is, as you know, it's not always the case in college sports. I mean, coaches, I don't care what level you're at, have egos. We just do. And some coaches, you know, it's their way and you just follow along and do your thing, and that's not the case here. We all have a say in what's going on, and ultimately, you know, I think for Coach, you know, he cares a lot about what's going on here, and so he takes the losses as hard as anybody. And we just needed to get focused back on big picture, and I think the break came at a great time for us. And then going up to Bemidji, I think was even though the results were bad, the process was great. I mean, that might have been as well as we played the whole first half Friday night at Bemidji. We lost 4-1. So.
You obviously played here. After having everything that's been happening with the program over the last couple of years, how does this run feel for you? How does it make you feel finally getting back to the Joe, being a Falcon, yourself?
It feels great. You try to figure out how things got to where they got and where are we at today versus where we're at, 20 years ago when things were, good the fun thing for me now is you see, there's been people that have been a part of this program and diehard fans of Falcon hockey for a long time, and they're really, really excited. And I think the other part is that now you're starting to see whether it's students or new people to the community who don't know what it's like to win a playoff series or win 2 playoff series and go to Joe Louis Arena. That's exciting. And I know Coach has said it a lot. This is a hockey town and people want hockey to be good. And we kind of lost our way there for a while, but I think it just reinforces the fact that you can have success here at Bowling Green again. It's not going to be easy. It's going to take work, and no one's going to hand us anything in regards to recruiting or whatever you want to call it, whatever the factors are that help you be successful in college athletics. But I think it's exciting to see alumni to start to get back and be re-engaged and be excited. I don't know if Coach mentioned, but I mean, he had almost 100 texts after the game Sunday, and my had 50. And it's great to see guys that had success here as players be genuinely excited for the success that these guys are having now.
When you look back, almost 2 years ago, when yourself and Barry were brought on board with Coach Bergeron, is this kind of what you felt, or why you took the job? Is this part of the reason why you took the job, to bring Bowling Green hockey back to the community? You can have an integral part in this.
Yeah, I mean, coming to Bowling Green when I came here in 1988, only guy from Minnesota on the team, grew up in Minnesota, knew the WCHA and that kind of thing, and I got here and immediately you felt the sense that this is different. There's something different about Bowling Green and the hockey program in a good way. We didn't, Steve Dickinson was a local guy on the team, but for the most part we were from Vancouver, British Columbia to Boston, Massachusetts, and all parts in between, and the only thing we had in common was we played hockey here. And we had Americans and Canadians, and it was unique. So you got here in the middle of Northwest Ohio, and you had 26 brothers right away, and you just started playing. And the young guys at that time, I got to watch Greg Parks play, and Alan Leggett play, and Rob Blake play, and Nelson Emerson play, and they did their thing, and we just learned from them, and so it is really fun to see that. And when I was fortunate enough to get asked by Coach to come back for this opportunity, there wasn't a doubt in my mind that this is something I wanted to do. I wanted to be. I've been in coaching for 14 years prior to coming here, and had wanted to get into college hockey, and then obviously to have the opportunity to come back to your alma mater is fantastic, because this isn't like, this business, and I don't want to say it's a job, but the opportunities in sports they don't come along. There's not a ton of postings, and you don't go to a job fair for college hockey coaches or something like that. You have to kind of have things fall your way in order to get an opportunity to do this. And thankfully, and Barry will say the same thing, thankfully Chris allowed us that opportunity, and we had wives and families that were supportive of it. And but I knew all along this is what I wanted to do. I mean, I wasn't destined to work for IBM or something like that. I'm pretty limited in my skill set, so hopefully this is something that I can continue to do for a long time.
That's good. All right, Ty, thank you.
Thanks.